Act 1, Scene 2. Paris and Capulet's discussion of Juliet's age in the beginning of the scene continues another of the play's resounding themes, that being youth versus old age. In the world of feud, the older generation's conflict and bids for power control the destinies of the children without much apparent thought for the children's ultimate welfare. Thus, the flaws in this patriarchal scene makes Romeo and Juliet's waywardness in love seems all the more innocent. Capulet worries that Juliet, at only age 13, is too young to be married. He cautiously advises Paris let 2 more summers wither in their pride. We may think her right to be a bride. Shakespeare's emphasis on Juliet as a teenage girl poised between childhood and adulthood highlights that Juliet is a very young tragic heroine who is forced to mature extremely quickly during the course of the play. Although Juliet's parents, like Romeo's, seem to look out for their child's best interest, Juliet's position is clearly subordinate to her father's political concerns. In the discussion of her marriage, Juliet is primarily a commodity. Paris wants her mainly because of her social status and beauty. Capulet may even be using her youth and innocence as a selling point to Paris rather than expressing genuine fatherly concern for protecting her from the corruption of the big, wide world. Juliet's father's half-hearted nod in gaining her consent is the last evidence of Juliet being empowered by her family. Hereafter, fate and her family's control acts as marriage strings. Her actions, although not her words, are contrary to the powers that try to control her. Although her defiance doesn't become manifest until she refuses to marry Paris, this passage is both the twilight of a permissive independence and harbinger of a defined independence. The scene presents Paris and Romeo as unwitting rivals for Juliet's hand in marriage. Paris is the model suitor, a well-to-do relative of the prince, and notably courteous toward Capulet. He complies with social convention in his public proposal of marriage. Romeo, on the other hand, appears as a fanciful and fashionable young lover with idealistic concepts of love. Romeo is reckless in his attitude towards love, quickly transferring his affections from Rosaline to Juliet, whereas Paris remains constant in his affection for Juliet. When Romeo falls in love with Juliet, he defies social conventions and woos her in secret.